Hello everybody, this is Ghetto Mozart. I am on my single player world. I have just unlocked the docks here, so maybe a little bit past mid-game. I've been doing really well on this world though, and have already gotten cocoa seeds. So I just would like to share my cocoa farm in the barn with you all, and how it's set up. First off, one cleaner, 5 growers or botanists, 2 handlers, and 2 chemists. Now, starting off, I just use fertilizer, cocoa seeds, and then the extra long life soil. For this grow in this world, I tried these moisture pots, and you know, I think they're working pretty well. I realized the air pots help these plants grow more or faster. I shouldn't say more, they grow faster with the air pots, but the air pots also drain the water a little bit less fast. So my idea to try these out was maybe the botanists have to water these one less time, therefore having more time overall. But how I have them set up is each botanist has 8 pots, so 8 plants. Of course, the cleaner has a trash can scattered about. Show you the other botanists here, plants, pots, plants. This guy here, I have all drying racks, so that's his only task here is to keep pots that are going automatically to the drying rack from the botanists to here. Now I wanted to try out PGR. Some of you might have noticed some of the red specks in there. That's the PGR. That was I didn't like it. As you can see, they take way too long to dry with just standard quality. So this time around, I am just using fertilizer, so I wouldn't recommend PGR. I haven't tried the speed grow, but it looks like we have several plants already waiting on the drying racks. But other than that, yeah, drying racks are going straight to the cauldrons. We have 4 cauldrons, 8 drying racks, so that's 2 drying racks per cauldron. That's the chemist's job over here, is the cauldrons. I do have them set up 2 and 2, 2 lab ovens, 2 cauldrons, both of them. And of course from the cauldrons we go to the lab oven, and from the lab oven we're going straight to the brick press. And that is our handler's station. The only other tasks that this handler has is taking gasoline to the cauldrons, which he has plenty of time to do. These aren't very fast production. You know, this lasts 5 minutes. I think it's over 7. I want to say 7 or 8 minutes for a full cook on the cocoa leaves and gasoline. So he has gasoline from this shelf, taking it to each cauldron. He has plenty of time to do that, and he's making bricks. Which one brick press keeps up with this whole operation. Our other handler, this is just so it's somewhat automated. We don't have to check it every few hours. She is just taking these extra racks, these extra 4 racks right here, to the supply rack. And I did not show that on the botanist, but if you see, this highlighted rack is where they're getting all their supplies from. So every time the botanist takes 1 cocoa seed or 1 fertilizer, a handler will come in and take 1 fertilizer from this rack to this rack. And they'll take a cocoa seed from this and put it here, etc., etc. This is just to automate it just a little bit. We can't fully automate it yet just because of the loading bays are still bugged. And I know Tyler has talked about releasing a different type of handler. I forget what he's called it, but he would have that worker also be able to sort items, like only allow maybe gasoline to go through or something. That's going to be super awesome. But yeah, this is a pretty straightforward setup. I thought it looked pretty clean, so I wanted to share it with you all. Of course, final product's in the safe. I like to use safes just to distinguish them a little bit more, but I'm not sure if I'm going to process this batch or not, or just sell it as is, but I do like to press them in the bricks no matter what, because my processing is not here. One other quick thing, that's about all for the actual setup, but one other quick thing I'd like to show you guys is fitting 9 beds up here. You know, for the longest time I only had 8. I didn't really even try, but I sat down one day and yeah, kind of played some Tetris with my buddy here with these beds, and we got 9. As you can see, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we only need 1 extra bed downstairs. Pretty useful, and we still have some room for racks. Yeah, that's about it for this video. If you like this setup, let me know. If you do it differently, I'm thinking about changing this up a little bit, maybe adding some more drying racks so we don't have as many plants just hanging out. But we're still trying to get through this PGR, so I want to wait for this whole batch to be done, and maybe I'll post an update. Other than that, have a great day, guys, and I will talk to you later.